Hello, my name's Judy Kay, and I believe that marriage can be great. You might remember the Beatles song, All You Need Is Love. I think they're 100% right, but also 100% wrong, because the type of love that we think of when we hear those words is that romantic, infatuated love that we feel when we first get married. But actually, marriage for the long haul needs to be gritty. It needs to be long suffering. It needs to be forgiving. And you need to really endure. It can also be absolutely wonderful, and it's worth working for. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So you've come to that day of the meeting. This is the meeting where you and your husband are going to spend that 90 minutes together to talk about those things that are important to you. You've probably got a list prepared of the sorts of things that you're going to mention. But let's first consider your objective. What's the main objective of your meeting? And let me suggest to you that I think a good main objective for you is that there's a second meeting. So the main objective is that by the end of this meeting, you'll both appreciate that it was worthwhile and is worth doing again. It'd be great if it's enjoyable and fantastic and funny and fulfilling and that you really achieve things, but don't expect that. Just hope for that appreciation that it's been worth it and that there'll be a second meeting. What not to do? Obviously, don't yell, don't argue, don't go off in a huff, don't go silent. Don't use you should have already known that tone of voice. Do active listening, and I'll talk about that at another time and teach you about how to do active listening. But be careful about perhaps some of those things that you might have done in the past. Don't mud-sling. Don't bring up old offences. Also, don't tackle really, really difficult issues on this first meeting. Actually, when you start with that list of positives that you developed from listening to my last vlog. Those list of things that you're really thankful for about your husband. Start with that, and then ask him actually if he has something that he'd like to discuss. So even go into this meeting prepared that you might not even have a chance to talk about what you want to talk about. And it could even be that your husband approaches this meeting and gets there and then says, oh, look, I'm so exhausted. I really don't feel like doing this. Do you mind if we put it off? Be prepared for that. And if that happens, say, that's fine. I understand. I'm disappointed because I was really looking forward to having this meeting, but that's okay. When can we set it up for next time? So just keep chipping away and working at setting up this meeting as a regular thing, and be prepared to put yourself second and put someone else first. If you do get a chance to raise one of your issues, choose something that's not really difficult, not really confrontational. If you think your husband drinks too much, don't choose that topic for this first meeting. Choose something like, oh, let's talk about how we might spend some time together, some fun time together, going out together for a date. Let's work out how we might be able to do that. Choose something light so that at the end of the meeting, there'll be a positive vibe and your husband will be really happy to have that meeting again next time. Thanks so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next vlog. Bye-bye.